This is a deep and impressive stream of thought. It may take several layers of unpacking to make sense of what you are saying, because there is intense wisdom and strategic thinking in every sentence. In particular, the metaphor of wrestling with pigs perfectly illustrates that worthless arguments will only hurt you, and your interlocutor is enjoying it. Understanding the power of silence is often lost in the noise of arguments. But here, it is emphasized that silence means not only avoiding words, but also observing the bigger picture, conserving energy, and avoiding unnecessary conflicts. In particular, the line, "While they were busy putting on a show, behind the scenes God was settling the score," suggests that beyond the surface turmoil, a larger order is at work, and that the real showdowns are taking place on unseen fronts. You can help bring love and inspiration to people in need by subscribing to this channel and sharing this message with others. This will ensure that the divine benefits contained within reach even more hearts. If you embrace this philosophy, then you understand the importance of strategic retreat, using energy in the right place at the right time, and using silence as a tool to strengthen the thinking process. Would you like to analyze any situation or event in more detail while acting from this perspective? Or would you like to talk about strategies on how to put these thoughts into practice? Silence is a tactic, not a sign of weakness. Although silence is sometimes seen as a sign of weakness, it is actually one of the most calculated actions you can take. Often, the loudest person in the room is simply the one most anxious for control, not necessarily the strongest. The moment you stop responding, you deprive them of their power. Drama feeds on attention. It needs your words, passion, and anger to survive. By refusing to participate, you are not only distancing yourself from the turmoil, but also making the other person sit by themselves while they deal with the storm they have started. And for someone who loves confrontation, this is the worst thing you can do. They look for answers rather than solutions. Silence is a tactic because it shifts control. When you stop defending yourself, explaining, and participating in the discussion, you become unpredictable. Drama is a trap, and if you fall for it, you are caught in an endless cycle. It uses emotional triggers, mental tricks, and accusations to draw you in and make you feel compelled to react. But the truth is that this drama is like arguing with a fool. Even if you win, you still lose, as the real goal is always control rather than truth. Conversely, silence is your escape. It is the fastest way to escape the turmoil, as it takes your energy out of the equation. Drama cannot exist without participation. The moment you stop defending yourself, explaining and making your point, you deprive the issue of the attention it needs to thrive. And when anything starves, it dies. God is not your audience. He is your defense. Drama is problematic because it makes you believe that you have to defend yourself, prove your innocence, and tell your side of the story to others who have already made up their minds. However, if you live for their approval, you will constantly be at the mercy of others. Their accusations will drain your energy, their opinions will determine your peace, and their manipulations will keep you in unproductive cycles. If you believe in divine timing and know that everything is unfolding according to plan, write 99 in the comments section. Remaining silent is an indication that you believe in God more than in other people. When you stop fighting, justifying, and seeking approval, you make a bold statement. I don't need to fight this battle. God has already taken care of it. By surrendering your case to Him, you place it in the hands of the only judge who really matters, and you remove yourself from the courtroom of public opinion. You are not going to play. They need an opponent. Drama has nothing to do with truth, justice, or even real issues. It has nothing to do with right or wrong. It is about control. Its creators are more interested in victory than in resolution. They need an enemy, someone they can argue with, respond to, and fan the flames. But as soon as you don't play, their whole conflict collapses. That's why some people make you angry, misrepresent your views, and start arguments where there are none. Instead of seeking peace, they want to have authority over your emotions, your vitality, and your time. When you react, they win because you are now exactly where they want you to be: defensive, angry, and emotionally involved. The quality of your life is determined by how you use your energy, which is like money. Every response, every disagreement, every example of unnecessary drama is a transaction. But the real question is, what do you get in return? Drama drains you without any advantage. It robs you of peace, wastes your time, and drains your emotions while adding nothing of value to your life. Think about all the things that really matter, like your progress, your purpose, and your peace of mind. Why invest in something that doesn't create those things? To make a point, would you voluntarily throw your money in the fire? No, you wouldn't. So why put your efforts into it? Another way to lose your spirituality, mental health, and emotional stability is to react to everything. Defend yourself against those who don't want to understand, and feed on negativity. Their true selves are revealed in silence. The ultimate spotlight is the silence that allows the truth to come to light. Something important happens when you stop playing the drama game. The person who enjoys it is forced to reveal himself. Those who are fueling the strife need your participation. They need someone they can argue with, accuse, and fabricate evidence against. It is only when you step back, when you stop answering, defending, explaining, that they don't get the response they were hoping for. At that point, their true character is revealed. See what happens when you stop talking. If the other side really wanted peace, the fight would end. Just like you, they would continue. The most powerful person in the room is the one who worries the least, who shouts the loudest, who insults the most, or who comes out on top in an argument, are not the things that define power. The person who doesn't fight back, who doesn't let their emotions be hijacked by someone else's turmoil, is the person who has real power. Control is what those who live with drama want. They want to provoke you, get into your mind, and control your emotions. They provoke conflicts, manipulate language, and push buttons to gauge their level of control over you. The moment you respond, they take control because you start playing their game. Write 88 to confirm that you are ready to accept the bountiful blessings that await you. Drama is not a window. It is a mirror. You are not the focus of the drama. You never have been. It is not a window, it is a mirror. More than anything you do, what others throw at you reflects what is going on inside them. Their claims, rumors, and attacks are often just reflections of their own anxieties, insecurities, and unresolved issues. When one is at war with oneself, one looks for enemies everywhere. They manipulate language, create problems, and provoke conflict to distract from their own inner turmoil. If they feel small, they try to make you feel small. If they are insecure, they try to make you doubt yourself. If they have no peace, they will do everything they can to disturb your peace. The greatest victory is peace. Peace is the loudest victory because it is something your enemies never expect. You must fight back, defend yourself, and get into the drama as much as they do. They crave chaos. Not only does this make people angry, but it also destroys them when you remain calm, cool, and disinterested. Realizing that they have no influence over you is the biggest shock for someone who feeds on confrontation. They try to drag you into their turmoil by hurling insults at you, spreading misinformation and various manipulations. They tell all kinds of lies to justify themselves, with the aim of harming you, humiliating you, and disempowering you. However, when you don't participate in these games, when you don't interact with them, they are left on their own and only make their own noise. All these efforts, in the end, gain them nothing. Because when you remain silent, there is no response to feed them. The drama and confusion they try to create only echoes in the void. And when there is no response to support them, they have to fight themselves. Behind every insult, every lie, Every attack lies only their own inner emptiness and restlessness. Your silence gives them a situation in which they will have to fight their own inner battles, completely contrary to how much power they think they are giving them. Drama needs fuel to exist, and when you leave, you take that fuel with you. Every argument, every tension, every conflict that you don't participate in only brings them closer to their own inner turmoil. When you remove yourself from a conflict, the individuals who feed off of it will insist on pursuing the chaos. But what they fail to realize is that in reality, they are only creating this drama themselves. Rather, they have to fight the only enemy who is really to blame for their chaos, themselves. Their inner battle begins, and although they may think that everything outside is feeding the chaos, their real enemy is within their own selves and the toxic habits they have created. When you don't participate, you leave such people to their own dysfunction. They can no longer misrepresent them, provoke you in any way, or draw you into a conflict that serves their ego. Your calm and tranquility remains only a reflection of their war. At this point, they discover how all conflict is really an internal matter. Their mental and emotional conflicts explode within themselves, and they are left alone with these toxic thoughts, anger, and anxiety. In the absence of any external interaction, the biggest blow to them actually comes from their own inner world. They are forced to confront their own selves, and instead of looking for an enemy, they find all the anger and pain within themselves. And that's when they realize that the real conflict is not with an external enemy, but with their inner restlessness and disorder. This shows them the real source of their drama, their own inner darkness. You are not as good a judge as God. When you step back and leave a matter to God, you are choosing a justice that is far greater, far wiser, and far more certain than anything you can achieve on your own. Humans are naturally inclined to protect themselves, to refute wrongs, and to retaliate against those who have wronged them. But these natural impulses prevent you from understanding the true and deeper meaning of justice. This is because your understanding of justice is always limited. You only see the surface and cannot grasp the rest from God's perspective. God gets to the root of everything. You can only see the outer surface of things. God sees the right timing of everything, the depth of every situation, and the truth behind it, while you just look at what is happening and try to make a judgment. God provides closure. You are always driven by the pursuit of justice. Closure is being able to finally complete a matter, to find inner peace, whereas you are often left with dissatisfaction, anger, and uncertainty in the pursuit of justice. People want revenge, but God teaches you deeper lessons than any argument. Revenge often brings instant satisfaction, but leaves you empty in the end, whereas the lessons God offers give you greater inner freedom and understanding. Attempting to fight your own battles can leave you feeling overwhelmed by them. Not only do these battles leave you exhausted, but they also make it difficult to see the right path. Responding often feels like an obligation, when in reality, responding is a choice. You don't have to be there just because someone wants to drag you into their turmoil. Participating in every argument, responding to every insult, responding to every provocation, destroys your inner peace. When you think about what is really worthwhile, you realize that some arguments and negativity actually do not contribute to your growth. Responding is a choice, not an obligation. And the moment you know this, you have a power that most people will never understand. It is an inner power, the power to choose your own path, to exist independently of external influences. Your peace comes not by responding to the turmoil of others, but by finding your own inner balance. This power enables you to make peace not only with others, but also with yourself. God guides everything in the right way. We just have to be part of the process. Instead of seeking our own justice, we must trust and surrender to God's justice. Reacting and responding are two different things. Reacting is passionate, impetuous, and often plays into the other person's hands. In contrast, responding is deliberate. It involves understanding when to speak up and when silence is the best defense. Some people will push every button to make you angry, try to manipulate you with lies, and provoke you with drama. You made a different decision to win, so you did not lose. Redefining victory on your own terms means walking away, not losing. People who love drama love to argue. They expect heated debates, lengthy justifications, and endless back and forth that traps you in their chaotic loop. However, when you take yourself out of the situation, when you choose peace over fighting, you win in a different way. The problem is that many people mistake silence for weakness. They assume that if you are not standing up for yourself, you have something to hide. If you don't respond to arguments, you must not have a firm stand. But in practice, silence is often the loudest message you can send. You are not worth my energy, you inform them. My emotions are not under your control. You are not important enough to disturb my peace. Drama is a trap designed to keep your interest alive, drain your energy, and make you feel that your value depends on the instability of others. But in reality, the moment you don't play their game, they lose control. Silence is a tactic, not a sign of weakness. Peace is a move of strength, not a sign of surrender. Ignoring the noise is rising up, not avoiding it. You left the war because you realized what it was: unimportant, useless, and not for you, not because you were afraid of it. For some people, reactions are more important than solutions. They are more interested in arguments than in facts. Also, denying them access to your feelings makes them face the emptiness they initially tried to avoid. Nothing you can plan can compare to God's justice. The gradual and indisputable fact that the truth will always come to light is where true resonances can be found, not in contentious debates or public humiliations. Let them exhaust themselves with their cacophony while you move forward in silence. Because a moving target is the most annoying thing for a troublemaker. Ultimately, the most powerful person in a room is not the one who makes the loudest noise. Rather, it is the one who does not back down. It is the one who chooses knowledge over violence, peace over pettiness, and purpose over pointless conflicts. So, give them the freedom to talk, make up stories, and lose themselves in their own drama. Because while they are stuck in the same cycle, you will be too busy being successful to notice them. And that is the loudest of all victories. If you have received this message, don't keep it to yourself. Share the information. Please don't forget to share it with someone who needs to hear it. Like it and leave a comment. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more inspirational videos to help you focus, worry, and succeed in life. Stay calm, stay high, and never forget that sometimes the biggest message you can give is your silence. See you in the next one.